Welcome to Let's Play Potatoes. This is another recording that I am gonna broadcast to you guys by letting you know exactly what's going on and see what the hell is this thing. Basically what we have here is Mecha. Mecha is a member of the clan Offs. He has sent me this recording. I can only assume that it's a decent play. Doesn't seem to be anything too interesting about it. No crazy players on either side except for Mecha and Zoratella, member of FAM. Overall, pretty standard build. Everybody's going 10, 9, 8. Mecha seems to be going down towards A, trying to do maybe an early cap. Not sure how that's smart that is in a Grozovoi, but who knows? We'll see what's gonna happen. Shimi decides to try and do the same from the inside. Always a dangerous move, but can bring some very, very good advantage to the team if he succeeds. This is a heavy DD game. As you can see, there's 4 DDs on each side. The other team has a Shimi, Z, Kaba, and Kagero, and Mecha's team has a Z, Shimi, Grozovoi, and Kozak. Currently both teams seem to get 1 cap each, and with the Yamato following towards the one side, you could assume that they might be heading strong into D. Mecha does get detected by a Z. The Z has larger detection than Mecha's. Mecha takes a big chunk of damage early on, and between a Kronstadt that close and Iowa and a Z, he could take a hell of a more before it'll get less. He takes a nice big hit from Mecha, leaving him with about 7k HP. There's another DD there, the Shimmy. Mecha only has 2 supports, a Rune and a Rochelle. Rochelle being a tier 8 and a Rune being a tier 9. Can't expect him to do too much against an Iowa, a Kronstadt, a Shimi, and a Z. Mecha doing the smart thing of trying to use the island as cover, as well as also expecting the Z might be trying to come around the island to try and get him. And there we go. We can see that there's smoke right there by the Z. He aims a little bit to the front. Too much. Z stopped a little short. Continuously shooting into the smoke because the smoke is not a cloak. You're still there. It doesn't transport you to a fucking different dimension. Continuously move your ship in smoke if you want to avoid getting hit. Even that may not be sufficient. If you take too many hits, stop shooting. The guy who's shooting at you knows what he's doing. Mecha ends up using his own smoke as well as, let's see, the Torps do end up hitting the Kronstadt very well, which means that he had a Torp hit him and flood him, which now gives Mecha, as well as the people who were with him, the opportunity to burn the Kronstadt, because when a Kronstadt faces you forward, it's basically a Stalingrad, and it's really hard to deal with. You would always want to try and burn him down when possible. Mecha takes a big hit from the Kronstadt. Kronstadt is loading. There's a Z that's very low behind the island. Don't expect to see him for a little while. He's probably licking his wounds. Mecha sets the Kronstadt on fire. Kronstadt should be using HE, but is using AP for some odd reason. Don't forget the Kronstadt's guns are massive 305s, therefore they do suffer from the penalty of AP versus DDs. Shimi reaches the border and decides, why the hell not? Let's open fire. So he sits there, eats damage, tries to get out of position, gets his engine taken out, reversing. Repairs it and now is taking some more damage. Running forward. Iowa sits in the middle. I'm surprised he's not shooting at Mecha. You should always shoot at the DD first. So Iowa forgot to, probably didn't get the memo about that. Allowing Mecha to do whatever he wants. Shooting at the Iowa to set him on fire. Kronstadt is in the cap with the shimmy, the friendly shimmy, but he's very low. If he eats any torps or any more damage, he's gonna go down. Z, for some reason, decides to open fire with just under 2k HP instead of just going around using your torps, and does end up going down first. Z, big mistake. Next time, when you're that low, keep your HP, man. You can still assist. Never surrender. Why would you open fire? Iowa maneuvers right between the torps. Really well done. And now the shimmy has a problem, but he also has a friend coming in from the other side, in Izumo, which seems to be about full HP because the enemy team is so spread out on D. There's nobody in C to shoot at him. Z torps miss completely. Mecha can just roam the seas and do what he wants. Good job, Mecha. Mecha is playing it fairly safe, using the range and his maneuverability to dodge the shimmy shells as well as fire at them from Man Island. Shimmy is probably in smoke and using the detection from Mecha's firing at the Iowa to shoot at Mecha. Now, every now and then you should click out just to see where the shimmy is, more or less. Just get out of the range for a second and go look what's shooting at you from where. But overall, it's not that big of a risk. Kronstadt ends up going down to the Izumo, ramming the Izumo, full HP Izumo. For whatever reason, the Izumo decided that ramming was a good idea. Iowa is still at 27k. He shot the shimmy. Shimmy ran out. Put a bit of a dent into him. Mecha sitting at 110,000 damage at this point, with most of the ships on the enemy team still intact. That is beautiful. Well done. Now, he's not detected anymore, which means that the shimmy is probably behind the island. He might be trying to move into the cap or trying to run back towards C. Mecha wants to make sure. Enemy shimmy is sitting at about half his health. With a little bit of proper aiming, Mecha shouldn't lose too much damage to a shimmy, especially if we don't know where the guns are. The guns could be aiming in the wrong direction. Torps coming in. Mecha takes a nice big turn left. Narrowly misses a torp. He is detected now, which means the shimmy is very close. Seems to be heading down. Mecha is faster than the Shimakaze. The Iowa ends up taking more damage, probably from the there we go. Shimakaze right at the entrance. He smokes up once he sees the enemy shimmy. Mecha puts a little bit more damage to assist the shimmy in taking him down. And the shimmy eventually goes down to the friendly shimmy and the cap. There we go. Kozak ended up getting a kill because the shimmy was a little bit stupid. Now at this point, with 5 enemy players left and majority of the team winning, all that's left is for Mecha to continuously go down to C. I have to say that even though his team is winning and Mecha did have preferable match on his side, he did very well to take advantage of the situations that were presented to him. He didn't take stupid risks. He didn't jump into the claws of the enemy to die early on. He used the long range of the Grozovoi and the rapid rate of fire to set up 6 fires. He hit a single torp on the Kronstadt and basically collected the damage. If you want to be a high skill player, you have to know where to take the advantage of the situation that's given to you. And we never know what could happen. If he went forward and didn't do the damage he did, we may have seen the Iowa and the Kronstadt take over the cap and then push on the ships in the middle. The entire situation could have been completely different. Now at this point, the game is basically over. All that's left is to wipe out the Baltimore, the Zao, the Yamato, and the Kagero on the enemy team, take over C, and the game is over. We just have to remember Never mind what you do, if you're gonna quit, if you're gonna misplay, you could change literally the entire outcome of a game. Most players, when looking at a game and the game seems to be going down, would decide to blame their friends, blame the people that are playing with them, instead of looking forward and deciding what they did wrong and how they can fix the situation. This is a perfect example of the correct management of a ship and what it can and can do. By using the island on the west, and by using his smoke properly, and by keeping the DDs backwards, he basically helped his teammates win that side, gain the support. He got the C cap, and as you can see, both the Yamato and the Kagero are the only things that are keeping this from a win. As well as 2 minutes, Kagero is still full HP. Brun on the friendly team ends up going down, as well as Kutsov, giving them a little bit of an edge, taking them a little bit further back from the victory. But this game is basically over. We have to remember at any given moment to know how to use the advantages of the ship you're in. Obviously everything also is RNG based, and you have to try and hope for good luck. You know, sacrifice a few goats in the morning might assist you with RNG giving you a slightly better hand than what you would normally be dealt with. But overall, if you're going to quit, or if you're going to play the ship that you're with wrong, if you're not going to use the terrain to your advantage, you're always either going to be a burden to your team, or you're going to lose. One of the two. Please remember that. Be like Mecha. Do like Mecha. Good job, Mecha. Please remember, my name is Let's Play Potatoes. You can find me on Twitch as well, without the E in the potatoes. If you want to learn how to play Grozovoi or any other ship, find me, follow me, talk to me, ask me. If you like this video, please subscribe, please follow. If you want to see more of it, like it. If you don't want to see more of it, like it. Be a nice person, why not? And have a good day.